Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? Texas Redleg here. Just want to throw out a video on a subject I've been wanting to dive a little deeper into. I've done a few videos where I've touched on this subject, but the area I really wanted to talk about is the deteriorating situation that we find ourselves in politically. And to me, the situation is getting dicier by the day. Now you've got basically the entire media, at least the big networks, completely against Trump. At least the the daytime crews. There's people like Tucker that are still a little bit with the group here, but it's getting worse and worse every day, and it's clear that the books have been cooked, as I've said before. So the situation is continually deteriorating politically for us, and I would expect to see some shenanigans with these last couple of Senate seats that the left needs to win to gain full control in the United States government, other than the Supreme Court, which they will soon likely change if they are ever to gain that complete control over the government. So it's a serious situation. Don't get into a lull. Don't be, lulled to sleep here, believing all these people that are saying we're going to keep the Senate, because I don't know that that's true, and I would expect a lot of things to go the wrong direction based on what we've seen with the general election here. You really think they're going to let full power go just based on the fact that they might not get 2 Senate seats? No, they're going to steal those seats too. Wait and see. So be prepared for that. So the main subject of my video today is I just want to talk about being creative. And with this topic, you can go a lot of different directions with that. I think you should be creative all the time, especially with your preps, your resources, things that you go out and get. Creativity is huge, especially when times are tough. So with this particular video and creativity, I want to talk about your movements. It's not necessary to just go out knee jerk, to the store, if you don't need to go or go to this event or whatever the case may be. I think you need to plan a little bit and be selective on the places that you go, and that includes where you're going, when you're going, daytime, nighttime, early, late. I would just be really selective in your movements going forward, and sort of get in the habit of reviewing those conditions and your routes and the situation before you actually go do something. The days of just being able to hop in the vehicle and run to the store and get whatever you want, I think those days are soon going to wane a little bit on us. And there's this, of course, this talk of a looming food shortage worldwide. So that's another issue too. Those that have are going to be targets. So, a lot of us do have. We've been preparing for this, so we have things. So you will become a target should it get to that point. And also with being creative, I want to talk about, certain hiding locations for certain things. Certain things like your bang sticks, your freedom seeds, your seed cartridges, and being creative on where to put that stuff in case there were to be something that to go down, or you get a knock on the door. It depends on where you live. I think here where I'm at, it's pretty unlikely for that to happen, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. So I would be thinking about some non-traditional spots to keep some of those things safe. I didn't say all, I said some, just in case. It's all your eggs in one basket type situation. And with that line of thinking on being creative on storing certain things in certain places, it's an old trick in my law enforcement days when I used to work do some undercover drug work. Sometimes the most obvious is the least obvious. So think about that. Sometimes the most obvious is actually the least obvious when it comes to hiding things or looking at things, etc., etc. So those are some pretty big topics, and you can, if anybody's got some ideas, feel free to email me or whatever, and we can talk about it. But something I really want to broadcast, publicly, what I do exactly, but certainly be willing to discuss some things with certain people if they're interested. But just be thinking of that stuff. Once it goes down, it's too late. So I would just be cognizant of that, and be willing to make some decisions to preserve your items. And then final thing I wanted to talk about, and I've talked about it quite a bit here lately, is just the use of Opsec. And those in the military know what Opsec is, and I think we discussed it here before, but you just really want to be careful about what you say and what you type and what you broadcast right now publicly. You just want to be use a little due diligence and restraint, I think, when you're talking about certain things to the net, at least on the net in the open, just because it's that type of open season, and I think it's going to be a real thing pretty soon. So I think the left has proven that what they're about and what they're willing to do, and they are. If you're going to sit here and tell me that they're 2 seats away from the Senate from getting what they want, I'm going to say that's probably game over. Because if they can find a way to do it, they will. So just prepare yourselves, people. There's one party that plays by the rules and one party that doesn't. And you know what they say, nice guys finish last. So I don't necessarily agree with it. I'm just saying that that's kind of how the world seems to be operating, unfortunately. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I know they're not too glamorous or exciting, but I'm always open to input and suggestions. I'm just trying to get better and help everybody I can, and again, learn things myself from other people to get better at this thing we call prepping and surviving. So I appreciate all your feedback. Appreciate the likes, shares, and subscribers that I have, and again, always willing to listen to other people and take in what they've got and what they've gone through. Good ideas are always welcome. So with that said, you guys keep prepping, stack it deep. Long live the Republic.